Hey survivors, Black here from Castle Black Gaming, and this is a quick no-nonsense video full of 10 great tips I wish that I knew before I started playing. These tips are meant to give you a leg up when starting out so you don't waste your time on things that you don't need to, and also to be watching out for some things that will help you down the road. Now, you're ready to play, so let's go ahead and get to the guide. The building in Enshrouded is amazing and you will be in a hurry to get to building, but for your first base location, which is part of your intro, my advice is to just build very lightly. I did a 2x2 or 2x3 size base using the large size floors, threw up some walls and a flat roof, and that was pretty much it. It's just enough room for your first crafter, some storage, and maybe a light or two. You will not be at this location very long, and it's safe, so there's no need to go all out. For more info on this, I do have another video I will link down below. So you know how some games you need to eat to stay alive due to a hunger meter? Well, Enshrouded does not do this. However, food is very important for another reason, and that is your overall stats, and early on that mainly means your life. Eating some cooked wolf meat will greatly increase your life, so be sure to carry a stack with you at all times that you know you're going to be heading out into combat, especially in the Shroud. This rule will last you the entire game, so kill for meat, cook meat, eat meat, repeat. One of the very first things that you will collect is fiber. 3 fiber makes rope. Rope plus cloth makes bandages. You will always want a stack of 20 bandages on you at all times. It's such an easy craftable to make and will literally save your life multiple times on every single quest that you undertake. Similar to meat, you will want to keep these on you at all times and create them on the go if you're running low. Alright, right from the get-go, you will be gathering purple berries and mushrooms. Now you need to hold on to these. You will be able to create your own medical potions later and not too late. So it's a good idea to stockpile these early until you can grow them, at which point you will have more than you know what to do with. But for now, just keep them, even if it means devoting their own storage chests just to them. This one is especially for those melee warriors out there who go about slashing everything in their path. You need to beware of red barrels and also some of the larger mushrooms that go poof. The explosion can easily one-shot you and the mushrooms may not kill you, but they're going to lead you to bandage up quickly. Range these things down to avoid damage altogether. Okay, so in some games, such as Legend of Zelda games, something like a grapple hook or a glider is something that takes time to earn. Now, do not think you need to wait on these. These 2 items are almost as important as cooked meat and bandages, and as soon as you learn them, do not hesitate to craft them. You should have already ventured down into the Shroud at this point, so be sure to grab some of the wood in the mist, and killing the dead will give you the resources you need to craft these items, along with a few basics you should already have around your first camp. You definitely want both of these items before you set off for the first Ancient Spire quest. The thinking on this one is similar to the last. Don't think that gaining a new crafting NPC for your camp is some long-term goal. When you get those missions, you need to work toward them immediately because not only do they give you some better items, but they will also send you out on more quests. Focus on their needs every time they ask something of you and you will be better for it. Now I want to give a warning on this one. Although I think it's important to level your altar ASAP because of the benefits that it gives, I also think you should wait to level it until you have placed your second one at your second base location, and then level that one. For an idea on where to build your second base or outpost, look for the video that I'm going to link at the end of this one discussing where to build your second base. The reason is because it will save you materials, so do not level your first altar. Wait until after the Ancient Spire and set up a base in a better location that's more central, which again is what I suggest in the link video. Now, what does leveling your altar do? Well, for one, it expands your base size. Strengthening that flame also gives you more time in the Shroud, increases your attribute bonuses, and how many altars or base locations you can have. Now, I know it might sound like doing a second base is long term, but a second base, you can literally have this started within your first hour of gameplay, so it's best to wait. So this one might seem like it's a no-brainer, or just filler for this video, but hear me out, especially you solo players. Now, as a solo player, especially one who goes the magic route, you might decide to be more cautious when you're entering camps or towns. They are dangerous, and you cannot take a beating like a heavily armed warrior hack and slash can. Taking it easy and not clearing everything is going to cause you to lose XP, and you will quickly find yourself under-leveled trying to do quests and having a harder time of it. So make sure you're killing as many enemies as you can while out fighting, because that's where the bulk of your XP comes from. Well, that and mining items you're going to find like salt and flint. So before I get to this final tip, I wanted to ask that if you've not already, that you subscribe to the channel, maybe like the video and comment as well. This helps me defeat the evil YouTube algorithm, which hates my short run times and helps to support my channel. Alright, and so let's get to the final tip, and one of my favorites. I don't know if you noticed while you were in the Ancient Spire, but they can have some good supplies in those metal urns that you can bust open with a pickaxe. The sweetest thing about them is that you can teleport back to them at any time, well, after a few in-game days anyway, and collect them all over again. You will find some good stuff in there, especially metal items like sheets and also a lot of potions. Okay, and so that's all for this video. I already have more tips to share to get you further into the game, so hit that bell notification to be alerted when that drops, and also look out for plenty more videos coming in Enshrouded. I will link a playlist for all of them at the end of this video. So I want you to stay positive out there, survivors, and keep up that struggle.